You think it couldn't get any worse, but it did. Now they changed it down here. It used to say developer wildcard, but they changed it to Snail Games. But yeah, it's coming June 2025. I doubt it's coming, but yeah, it's wild. An exclusive on ASC, official server support, limited time support for official servers. Oh my god. Like, I need to stop raging over this because I know it is not good. I know I need to make that. Here's the thing. I have been meaning to make that video covering Lost Colony and the animated series part 2 trailers, and oh my gosh, here's the thing. I have been listening to other people and their comments on this whole thing, and it's been really enlightening because here's the thing. Snail is like doing their own spin-off on ARK, and people are thinking that, oh, it's just so innocent, like, you know, it's nothing, and they're doing it on Survival Evolved. They're not affecting Wildcard because Wildcard's focused on Ascended. Here's the thing. Players never wanted Ascended to begin with. We wanted ARK 2. We wanted, okay, you're done with Survival Evolved? Cool. Where's ARK 2? We never got ARK 2. We got Survival Ascended. And now they're coming back to Survival Evolved, releasing a new expansion like to Survival Evolved. It's not even its own separate game. Like, I'm sure the reception would be very different if it was its own separate game or if it were coming to Survival Ascended, but long story short, a lot of people are now speculating that this is an attempt by Snail Games of sabotaging Wildcard. And that honestly would not surprise me because this is a very scummy company and sus company. Like, remember T-Tribe? Remember T? How they had a base invaded and I think, what was it, 100 content creators got banned from playing ARK? And just because T couldn't defend their base? And T-Tribe worked with Snail Games. So they had a base invaded and they decided out of anger to ban 100 plus content creators and completely ruin them. And then what was that one thing? I can't remember if Snail Games or Natrata was responsible for it. Banning a community, I think it was from Spain or something, in some sort of racist attack. I can't remember if that was Natrata or Snail. I was pretty sure it's one of those two. Like, that was horrible too. If that was Snail, then that's another thing Snail has going on. Snail's in debt. They're making horrible investments. And then this, and they're doing limited time support for official when they said they would no longer do official. Like, it's crazy. So a lot of people are speculating that this is an act of sabotage. That would not surprise me. You know what else wouldn't surprise me? If Snail were behind the DDoS attacks that ASA is going through right now. That would not surprise me either. That would not surprise me. If the DDoS investigation and they figured out, oh, it's someone who works at Snail Games. That would not surprise me at all. Like, I would not be, it was Snail? Oh my goodness, how could it be someone in the industry? It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Because they have... Here's the thing. the people at Snail Games, when it comes to morals and values and business decisions, they're idiots. Complete idiots. Some of the stupidest people in existence. But when it comes to technology and stuff, like, they're also idiots. Because they can't even make a game that looks half decent. But hacking? Who knows? They may not be idiots with hacking. So it's just so disturbing and so unnerving. Like, I don't like this. And I'm hoping I can stop making videos on this topic, but I really want to get around to making the videos on the Lost Colony trailer and the animated series trailer, but with all this going on, I don't think I will ever be able to make those videos because this outweighs them so much. It just outweighs them. And I'm just like, and I've gone ahead and I was going to do an initial reaction, but I was like, you know what? I am just so concerned over this. I don't think you're going to get a genuine reaction out of me. And I'm probably going to bring up Aquatica in those videos. So I decided I'm not even going to make those reaction videos. I've already seen the trailers and they look awesome. I really like them. But this is so unnerving. And I'm just so worried about the future of the game because there are people who are leaving the community in droves. Like, there are people who are actively posting videos saying, I'm not playing ARK anymore, I'm gonna find another video game to play. And I hope I don't have to hop on that train, but who knows, I may have to. And I don't want to hop on that train. I really don't. I really don't. I really want to stay with the ARK community. I really want to continue playing this game because it is just such a fun game. And it is so... I love making content on it. But if this is going to happen, then, and if it's going to like upset me this much, because here's the thing, Snail and Wildcard, like, Wildcard's made mistakes in the past that have upset me. Snail has made mistakes in the past that have upset me. Snail's mistakes upset me more than Wildcard's mistakes, because Wildcard, they will take accountability and say, hey, we messed up, we are sorry. They will take accountability, they will apologize, and sometimes they'll even find a way to compensate. Like, we got Gigantoraptor early to compensate for the delay in the center, because they're like, Gigantoraptor, we're not going to be able to make that Ragnarok, so we're going to put it on the center. We're not going to be able to make the center, we're going to go ahead and put it on the island. Like, they were able to compensate. And a lot of people don't like Gigantoraptor, but still, that was their best way to compensate. Like, they're like, some people aren't going to like this thing, but some people are, so can't make everyone happy, but we want to do our best. So Wildcard, a majority of the people at Wildcard genuinely care about the community. Snail, I have yet to get that vibe from Snail. I have yet to hear that from Snail. And when I saw little snippets of how the conference went, that was not a engaging in the community conference. That was a sales pitch. Only a sales pitch. That is something that you hear from someone who's like, oh, I don't want to be your friend. I just want you to buy this from me. I don't really care if it's a good product or not. I just want your money. Like, no, 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 no. I have so much more respect for Wildcard than I do for Snail. I will probably never have respect for Snail because unless they do something miraculously just unexpected and it's just so wonderful and selfless and generous, I will probably never have respect for that company. Wildcard, I do have respect for them because they do take accountability. Snail does not take accountability. They prefer to pawn it off and come up with excuses. And when they do try to do something or put something out there, they half ass it. So, no, no. My gosh, I'm just so mad. So, my course of action, I have no idea what it's going to be. But here's the thing, if the player count in the ARK community drops so low to the point where, like, my occasional, like, Power World videos or even my, like, I was going to do some horror videos with a friend, but he moved away, so I wasn't able to do that. I was like, man, should have made those videos before he moved, but oh, I didn't. Those would have been hilarious. His reaction would have been priceless. You know, I may have to go drifting around looking for other video games. Like, I've heard games like Subnautica are good. I've heard that when Dune comes out that it's probably going to be good. So I may have to look into other games. So, yeah, because here's the thing. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. But if I make the decision to become monetized, I need to make sure I'm getting those views and those new subscriptions. So, and this would just be damaging to me if content creation was my sole income and this was my main content. That would be so damaging to me. Now, for me on YouTube, this is still just a hobby. So, it's not going to hurt me that bad. But yeah, that's a whole nother video in and of itself. So anyway, yeah, because now look at me, I'm starting to sound like Snail Games talking about money. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry I just said that. So disappointed in myself. Why did I start talking about myself? Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I apologize because I know there's someone in the comments who's going to say, why did you start talking about money? You just sound like Snail Games now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but hey, I'm taking accountability. So if you want to call me out, you're welcome to. But yeah, I'm just worried and still at a loss of words. So anyway, yeah, that's where it's at. So yeah, what do you guys think? Are you still pissed about Aquatica, or are y'all, starting to comprehend, just come to terms with this is something we can't get? Because here's the thing, I'm hoping Aquatica never comes to fruition. It says June 2025. If this thing doesn't come to fruition, that's going to be a huge win for Wildcard. And here's the thing, Snail owns Wildcard. We discussed that last time. But if Snail ends up selling Wildcard to another company, hopefully that other company, whomever they may be, treats Wildcard a lot better and gives them the resources they need to continue making the wonderful games that they make. Hopefully that is the case. Because the video game industry, you have a lot of people on strike nowadays. So, Yeah, but anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because that's what I'm best at doing, rambling. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.